Pẹ̀lú tẹríba mọ́lẹ̀, èmi kò lè kọ́ṣẹ́ fún ya mímọ́. Ìyá o, ìyá o, ìyá o. Yes, welcome guys. Pam 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 pam. Thank you, dear. Once again, I'll always be very, very grateful to you, dear Ojo, Jalenke father. Yes, welcome to the stream. Yes, episode 150 is exactly what we're going into today. You see, it's odd. That's why I said I can come live anytime, you guys. You just have to keep up with me. Oh yes. Yes. Èrè kí ló lè jẹ́ fún mi nígbà tí mo bá ti wọnú ilẹ̀, erùpẹ̀ ilẹ̀ kó lè yan lógo bàbá mímọ́. Yes. Yes, episode 150 is what we're going into. Yes, it is almost fast approaching midnight London. The usual series, The Bleeding Edge, episode 150 is what we're going into. Alaja Folake Alawiye, good evening. James Coker, Steve Osage, yes, good evening. Yes, thank you guys. You see, I come at odd hours and I can come very surprising to most people. Yes, and I hope either you are in a party or you are somewhere. Baba T, yes, I know you are going to tune in from the YouTube as usual. Baba T, it wasn't just the Alaki of Egbaland that came out vehemently to endorse that nasty piece of a shithole man called Shogodele. See, if Alake is not careful, Alake of Egbaland is going to die too. I'm afraid so. See, Olubadan endorsed Bola Tinubu. He was gone. See, the Orishas in Yoruba land are not happy. See, there's a lot coming your way today. Yes. Yes, hi everyone. I can see loads of you from Nigeria too. Hi. Chichi there. Yes, I can spot you, Chichi. Yes, good morning. You are on the other side of the fence, so good morning to you. Bolanle Alison, good evening. Ganiu Ojo Folari, good evening to you. kí aṣọ rẹ má bà tútù. See, I don't know about what is happening in the Eastern Bloc. On the other side of the east of Nigeria, sunrise. You know, the east is sunrise, and that's why you've got the sunrise as the insignia of the Biafran flag, because the sun rises from the east and we in the west sunset. So that is what the Yorubas will say, Ìlà oòrùn, ìwọ̀ oòrùn. Yes, good evening, Esther Ewetoga JP. Yes, you're watching the stream just like Baba T on YouTube too. Yes, episode 150 is what we're going into today of the same usual series, The Bleeding Edge. It's really getting interesting by the day, by the hour, by the minutes. Many of the things I saw that many did not see is now coming to play. Pẹ̀lú tẹríba mọ́lẹ̀, èmi kò lè kọ́ṣẹ́ fún ìyá mi mọ́. Ìyá o, ìyá o, ìyá. The power of the mother over the child, so intense, so powerful. Abẹ́, yes, abẹ́ igi, ibẹ̀ la gbé ń ṣeré wa, tínú wa dùn tara wa yá. Peter Man. Peter Man. Yes, we're going there. Peter Pan. Peter Man. So Sunday Igbo's house got attacked again today. One killed. Well, we're still going to go there. Láìsí ọkọ àti àdá kò ì pé o. Níṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wa. Yes. Iṣẹ́. The Yorubas were noted as farmers. We were farmers. Yes, guys. Yeah. Yes, thank you, dear. The very best of my love and my regard to your lovely wife, Olori Musumola. Thank you so much, dear. Okay, let's now go into the Yoruba Nation National Anthem. Kashisha. Yes. Ọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀. Yes. Okay, now let's do this. Yes. About to start now. News in its purest form. And we are purely dealing with the Yoruba nation here on this platform. Strictly 369. Yes. Good evening. Good morning. Good night from wherever you're watching the live stream. Yes, we are fast approaching midnight, but in the interim, it is Saturday, the 12th day of the second month of Feb 2022, and the time currently in London is 23:17, 17 minutes past 11 o'clock, 17 minutes past midnight, Odua land and location 9. You're welcome to the stream. We're going straight into episode 150 of The Bleeding Edge. Yes, that's exactly what we want to treat tonight. I'm seeing this name for the first time. Al-Sam. Maybe you have been an avid follower and a viewer a long time, but Al-Sam, I'm saying for the first time. Chichi, you're welcome. And I can see, I think it was Alaja Folake Alawiye that first joined the stream. Guys, brace yourselves up. Al-Sam, you said evening, let me post your comment. But I'm going to allow you, never put W behind the O after my name. Is Bello, Bello. I cherish my name so much. I'll forgive you this time. Okay? Yes. You said evening, only Frank Bello in the whole universe. No, I'm not the only one. No. God created different people, different times. Al-Sam, you said, I've been listening to you for some time now. Oh, thank you so much. God bless you. I think you were unable to take it any further. Is that the reasons why you had to break the ice today? All right. Correct. Yeah, thank you for that, Al-Sam. I picked it up. Yes. I'm so proud of that name. Bello. Yeah. In fact, if I have to deal with the authorities in the UK, there's a popular street called Portobello Road. And if I have to spell my name to them, I'll say Bello as in Portobello Road. They'll understand. Yeah. Thank you. I never knew you've been listening to the stream for a long time, but Baba T. No, I'm not incoming senator. I'm not. I'm not a politician. I wasn't born into a political family. I don't want to be one. I just want to be who I am. Thank you, Al-Sam. Episode 150. See, I'm calm. See, a lot is happening. Because a lot is happening. Many of the predictions I gave out to you guys last year, it's now coming to show. It's now coming to play. I want you to understand, and I'm going to start with this phrase. Episode 150. I'm going to start this way. The worst things in life come free to us. Check that out. The worst thing that will ever happen to either you, myself, nor the nation that you and I, we've been craving for to materialize, the Yoruba nation. The worst thing that can come to us, that can land either in front of you, in front of me, on our shoulder, in our heads, will come free to us. So in other words, anything that is bad, it is not about the good things that will come to us will come free to us. The good thing will never come free to you. Make no mistakes. I said the worst things in life come to us free of charge. Not the good things. Everything that is happening right inside the Yoruba agitation today came to you and those that still strongly believe they are not separatist or who wants to call themselves agitators. Like it or not, for those guys in the East to want to say, oh, we're not part and parcel of Nigeria anymore. We want our own Biafran nation. How will you call them? How do you want to rate them? Will you assume they are agitators? Will you, on the other hand, say to yourself, oh, they are separatists? Whether you are a separatist or you term yourself as agitators, or you say to yourself, self-determination, you're all separatist. You're all separatist. Make no mistakes. Because let me give you one instance again. I was at the butcher's shop, one of my favorite butcher's shop, where I do get my meat from. And then I bought this goat meat. And the butcher said, how will you want the cut? And I said, in between small and big. I said, in between. So, in other words, I said, I want the cut between big and small. Not too small, not too big, but in between. And then the butcher then looked at me. He said, I want you to use one word. I'm coming. I'll attend to your comment, Adeyemi Badejo. The butcher said, one word from you. And I looked. And I said, and I just figured it out. This man is looking for just one word for me to tell him exactly how to cut my meat. Okay, then I quickly turned round to sizes and I said, okay, we've got small, large, and extra large. Then I said large. He said, that is it. He said, you must be a clever man. I said, no, but you said you wanted just one word. And I was trying to bring it down to your level, but you want me to come up with just one word. And I did. So, make no mistakes. The worst things in life will normally come to you, to me, to us, to everyone, free. Yeah. So inside the Yoruba agitation, the worst that ever came is disunity, lack of love for yourselves. Lies, fraud, confusion, deceit. Right now, somebody that never knew anything about the Yoruba agitation, I'm still going to go in there. And I'm sending a very strong signal message to Mayegun again. Mayegun, stop now. How everything came by, I will tell you. The very day you brought Dr. Oni to your platform, and yes, orthopedic surgeon Dr. Oni, that was it. And Mayegun, you will be dented. You were never interested in the Yoruba agitation, and I would have thought you will keep your distance away from it and then be focused with what you had to do, what you've been preaching. Whatever you must have raised for them, return everything back to their owners. You'll be screwed up. You don't know the people you are having to deal with. Many of those people that came to you, you know them. They haven't got the pedigree and the reputation now because they can never speak and people will believe them. Because they've milked the people, they've deceived the people, the Yoruba people. Adeyemi Badejo, you said, what about being called a nationalist? It is the same. Separatist, nationalist, agitators, same. Many people may not be comfortable with a description such as separatist. Darani Jojuwon, good evening. Esther Ewetunga, you said modicum size. I love that. So, don't you forget, the worst things that can ever happen to any soul, to any body, at any given point in time on the surface of the planet will come to you free. If they want to attack you spiritually, it comes free. If somebody attack me spiritually now, to which I believe my life is at stake, I said it. If I can see it that spiritually I am being attacked and my own personal life, physical plane is under threat, I too will resort to fight the battle spiritually. And if I resort to fight the battle, if I should take my own battle to the spiritual realm, let me assure you, it won't cost me a dime to send somebody away from the surface of the planet. Don't attack me, but if you do, and if I can establish the fact that you are trying to take my own life, whilst it is not God, I won't spend a dime. All that I require to kill you spiritually in 7 days comes free. Thank you, Esther Ewetuga. I know that's exactly what you mean. You are a lawyer and you know how to mix words too. You're very good with your words, in as much as you are a lawyer and a health expert too. Okay. A lot is now being unraveled. See, when I say a lot is now being unraveled, let me start with this. Now, you can clearly see that in front of your screen, can't you? Yeah. Africans. In other words, the black race. See, we are interesting people. Africans, blacks, very interesting sets of people. Why are we interesting? Number one, like in the previous episode 149 of The Bleeding Edge, Africans are poorly educated. It's only in Africa that you see that all your factories are being shut down. And as you shut down your factories, manufacturing companies, factories that should have provided job opportunities for the Africans, they're shut down. Those factories are then converted into church. They turn them into church. And just as they are poorly educated and they close down their factories to make way for church to strive, they then go back to the same church after shutting down the factories that ought to must have provided them the job to take to the church. They go to church to then pray for God to give them jobs. Does this make any sense to you? Surely it does to me. I'm going to prove that. See, in this journey, I particularly want to talk to the Yoruba separatists. And according to you, should Al-Sam, was it you who suggested the word nationalist amongst you? Let me see who suggested that word. Who? I think it was Al-Sam. No, Adeyemi Badejo. Let me post it. You said, what about being called a nationalist? Okay. Let me get rid of the word separatist. Should we adopt nationalist? Should we? Okay. Let's take nationalist. But before we take the word nationalist, should we consult Google? Let's see. Nationalist. Let's see, and I'm going to show you exactly what nationalist is all about, and let's see what separatist is all about as well. And I'm going to show you guys everything. Okay? And what about agitators? Agitators. And we will go into all those words as well. This is what I'm going to do. For us to be on the safe side. Drop your comments, guys. Taiwo Banuso equally said, Yoruba nationalist is fine. Let me post your comment. You said, Taiwo Banuso, Yoruba nationalist, is fine by me, by you. Okay. Let us explore those three keywords first before we go into the roots of the evil that we want to trash this early morning. The word nationalist by Taiwo Banuso and Adeyemi Badejo. You prefer the word nationalist. Okay, let's do it this way. Let me share my screen with you guys. Okay, Chrome. Now let's go into that. Okay, now watch this. I'm going to come up with a nationalist first, guys. Guys, drop your comments, please, and then we will go into the nitty-gritty of what we have to do. Now, you can see that. Nationalist. Let me do it this way. Nationalist, you can see a person who strongly identifies with their own nation and vigorously supports its interests, especially to the exclusion or detriment of the interest of other nations. And then he was a staunch nationalist during his 22 years in power. That was underneath. So, a person who strongly identifies with their own nation and vigorously supports its interests. Adeyemi Badejo, is that you? Taiwo Banuso, is that you? It is still underlined there. If you think you support exactly what Google said about nationalist, under your name just type yes, you support it. Just say why or yes. Now, that is for those who say they are nationalist, such as Taiwo Banuso and Adeyemi Badejo. Okay, let's now go into separatist. Separatist. I want to do it this way because I know that let's do this. Who is a separatist? What is separatist movement? Who is a separatist? Let's first of all look at what Google said about a separatist. And I'm going to equally share the screen with you again this time. Let's go into separatist because I need to clarify some of this with you guys. Yes, this is the one I want. That is the one that I want, basically. Let me get rid of that one. Okay, Yes, let's do that. Yes, separatist. Let me share this. And I'll again bring this to your notice. Okay, you can see that from here. Who is a separatist person? You can clearly see that. Who is a separatist person? Now, it says, noun. A person who withdraws or secedes. A member of a group that has seceded from a larger group. Dissenter, a person who advocates political, religious, or racial separation. Did you hear? Did you see that? A person who withdraws. So, the question I'm going to pose to the likes of Adeyemi Badejo and Taiwo Banuso is, you said you are a nationalist. Okay, so if you are a nationalist, look at what separatist is all about. Who is a separatist? Would you say you are a nationalist or a separatist based on what you've just discovered? You are a member of a group who wants to secede. Secede means break away from a larger group. That means you, as a Yoruba person, you are no longer comfortable with the bigger picture of being a member of the nation called Nigeria. And as such, you want your separation from that group. And it's in relationship to politics, religious, and racial separation. So, for you two that said you are nationalist, Taiwo Banuso and Adeyemi Badejo, think about those two words: separatist, nationalist. See, I'm now bringing this closer. Okay, now let's now go into agitator. Would you consider yourselves as agitators? Adeyemi Bade just said, I believe in Yoruba nationalism. And Taiwo Banuso said, yes, that he is a nationalist, a Yoruba nationalist. Cool. I'm not going to take that away from you guys. But let's look into agitators. Again, agitators. Look at what agitator is saying to you. You can clearly see that. Let's see this.
Agitator.
Did you hear that?
Agitator.
You hear that?
Agitator.
Okay. Agitator. A person who urges others to protest or rebel. Did you hear that? An agitator is that someone who urges others to protest or rebel. Who are you protesting against if you are an agitator? Who are you rebelling against if you're an agitator? Very clearly. You've got 3 words I came up with for you on this platform today to take with you. Taiwo Banuso and Adeyemi Badejo came up with nationalist. Fine, we've delved into nationalist. I came with those 2 words, separatist and agitators. So you've taken us one step further. So between nationalist, separatist, and agitator, where do you belong? How will you describe yourself in this struggle for the Yoruba emancipation? Am I making sense? Are we making sense to ourselves? Does it make any sense to you? Yes, because it is going to take us into many, many things, many issues. You've never thought of this before, but good evening, Bumi Oyewale. Olubumi Oyewale came all the way from, I think, Buckinghamshire to London for one of our campaigns. See, you said self-determination. Self-determination. Okay. You brought self-determination, the 4th word. Let me see. Self-determination. Let's do this. Okay, since you've brought that as well, Bumi Oyewale, let's go into self-determination too. Yeah, let's do this. You've brought that one too. Okay? Look at that. Yeah, I had self-determination actually too, yes.
Self-determination.
Yes. Did you hear that?
Self-determination.
Self-determination. Let's do it. No. Yeah, self-determination. You can clearly see that. Okay? Now, self-determination, it's all boiling down to the same thing. Look at that. Underneath here. The process by which a country determines its own statehood and forms its own government. The changes cannot be made until the country's right to self-determination is recognized. Did you get that? The process by which a person controls their own life. So that means the changes cannot be made until the country's right to self-determination is recognized. So we cannot say Yoruba nation is recognized by other countries of the world if other countries of the world they've not recognized you. Britain, America, even Republic of Benin, Ghana, ECOWAS, Germany, Poland, Ukraine in crisis will have to recognize you. Russia will have to recognize you. India, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Somalia, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Kenya, Uganda, Mozambique, Congo, Cameroon, Egypt, Morocco, Mali, Gambia, Senegal, all the nations of the world. Self-determination. We're even landing ourselves in more trouble. The gravity of the different explanations from the beginning right up to self-determination is putting us into more and more deeper hole. Self-determination was on the horizon too for me. Yes, it was. Now, from separatist to self-determination, to nationalist, and then to agitators. Are we really getting our house in order? Hence, again, I repeat, hence, the worst things in life come free to us. In other words, to destroy does not cost a dime. It doesn't. I'm going to go into some terrible, murky area. We've got the time because I'm not going to stream in the daytime because I've got programs lined up in the daytime. Yeah. I'm going to touch on the 30,000 Yoruba warriors that they promised you. You remember your agitators. We've just trashed the word agitators. And your agitators last year, as they were shouting Igboho Osha, Igboho Osha, they said you already had 30,000 warriors on ground. They said there are 30,000 warriors. They said, oh, there is Ogun, there is this, there is that. That you've got voodoo and that everybody's prepared. We're going to go into those 30,000 warriors. Koiki was particularly at the end of that. What about all the Iya Onidibembes, all the big Yash women? We're going to go there. What about Pastor Bankole too? The Agbekoyas, we're going to go there. And we're going to go into Low Gunfell too. Low Gunfell, we're going to go there too. Yes, we are. I've got a couple of clips lined up for you. And those couple of clips I've got lined up for you. I know it is midnight. And this came as impromptu for many of you. But for some people who are in Asia and the west coast of the United States and the other parts of the United States, yes, they are at advantage. But many that are in location 9 and in Europe and the United Kingdom, where the stream is coming from, might not be privileged enough to watch the live stream. They might at some point in time watch the caucus later. Now, I've got a couple of tapes I'm gonna play for you. Okay, let's go into some of this. Yemi Foluke, welcome. I can see you. You're watching this stream live from HALLO magazine feed. Yeah, I'm trying as much as possible to load this up from here. Now, I am going to start. Let me see. Dear Lord. Oh, Lord God. Okay. Okay, let's listen to OBJ first. Let's watch this. Listen to this one first. Because here, as I continue to hammer in and then destroy them lot, this ones, all of them here, and I continue to say to you that I don't have to apologize to any of them. No, I don't owe anyone, any of them, any apology. Because from the head to toe, from Tafawa Balewa to a dodgy latex silicon Muhammadu Buhari, all of them are useless. And I mean it. They're all damn useless. And they don't really command any respect from any of you. You continue to respect all these shithole leaders. You are stupid yourself. They don't command any respect. And I mean it. If Obasanjo can come out now to now say their generation failed the current generation, now many of you will now put sense into what I have been saying all along. Listen to this.
Now, you see, you humans, you have everything going for you. And I don't want you to feel discouraged. Please, think about Nigeria, but I believe it's only for a short time. Because it depends on you. Whatever my generation might have done, and I will be the first to admit that my generation has done a lot wrong. It's for your generation to do it better. And don't just sit down and complain.
Don't just sit down and complain.
Don't just sit down and complain.
Did you hear that?
Sitting down and complain is like the anger of the people. You are saying,
Don't sit down and complain.
but you have to be proactive. And you have to make sure you get enough of what I call critical mass of people, like-minded people.
Mass mobilization of like-minded people that will drive them away.
If you get the critical mass of people that are ready to slug it out. I always say when people say, well, when will this old hand go out of the way? They won't go out of the way. You have to make them go out of the way. They won't voluntarily go out of the way. You have to make it uncomfortable.
Did you hear that? Make it uncomfortable for them.
Make it uncomfortable for them.
Pressure to make it uncomfortable for them. Pressure. You have to make life. Did you hear that? Yeah, Lauren. Good morning. Amina. Olayinka. I never expected you'll be awake this time. Maybe you woke up after your prayers and you saw that I was live. Thanks for tuning in to watch the show. Amina Olayinka, Yai Lauren is watching the stream live from Yorkshire in north of England, north of the border. Not London, not London, north of England. She's more closer to Scotland where she is. Did you hear that? Olusegun Obasanjo saying emphatically that they failed the generation, not only the current generation, the failure of leadership, to which I knew long time, started in 1979. That was the beginning of the crisis. And that's why, as far back as 1979, I thought things will improve for a better Nigeria. In 1979, I was still very, very hopeful in 1979. But then, the colossal amount of the wealth that was drained out of the system by Shagari's administration, the fraud, the electoral fraud perpetrated by The National Electoral Commission at the time, under Chief Michael Ani, the fraud that brought Shagari to power. If you were not born that time, I guess 1979, some people watching the stream were not born that time. But I witnessed the news of those yesteryears unraveled right in my own korokoro eyes. That is now history. So nobody can rewrite those history for me because I witnessed them with my two naked eyes. And some of the video clips to which the late Chief Obafemi Awolowo challenged Shehu Shagari, in fact, in 1979 and in 1983 elections, the 1983 elections, the 1982 elections, to which there was fracas in 1983. You see, I hate to tell you people this. Many of you did not know why Ondo State was soaked in blood during Adashi and Omoboriowo's fracas. Many of you don't know. Many of you don't know. Why Ondo State, my own home state of Ondo State in 1979, was soaked in blood by the MPN Shehu Shagari at the time. Many of you don't know. For your information, I will tell you. Professor Banji Akitoye was the satanic agent that the MPN used in collaboration with Chief Omoboriowo to set the old Ondo State on fire against Chief Adekunle Ajashin. I'm not going to go into those details because many of you see Banji Akitoye as your Messiah. Thank God today, yesterday, last year, when I was trying to educate all of you. Fine, people probably change. This is now bringing me into the question. Was Banji Akitoye? Let's go back. We've just explored 4 significant descriptions. Nationalist, agitator, self-determination, and separatist. Al-Sam, thank you. Al-Sam said he was 9 years old at the time, that it was not that bad as it is now. You were 9 years old in 1979, I guess. That was the first time that election held in Nigeria, and I voted in 1979. For the first time in my life, I voted. And I was a UPN man. And in 1979, money never exchanged hands. There was no bribery on the streets. all the multifarious activities, gbogbo àwọn oríṣiríṣi jàmbá, all the nonsense you see today in dirty, hopeless, corrupt politics across the nooks and crannies of that stupid, nasty piece of expression called Nigeria was never in place. UPN came with their own manifestos for the country. Four cardinal programs. The late Chief Obafemi Awolowo had in his agenda: free and compulsory education for all children from primary school to secondary school. Your parents, they don't have to pay anything. Free, compulsory. So, kò sí pé bóyá ọmọ mi fẹ́ jókòó lé mi ò rówó tí máa fi rán ọmọ mi lọ sílé ìwé. It is free and compulsory, and you must send your children to those schools, because there are schools management board. In fact, they even established schools management board. So each and every district, they've got their own schools management board that monitors the quality of education being delivered. They've got inspectors of schools that will go to those schools and inspect the schools in UPN controlled states. Free compulsory education for primary school and secondary school. They provide textbooks, exercise books that your children will write, pen, everything. They'll provide them. Free healthcare services. Affordable homes. And gainful employment. And when you look at, you see, employment was the last bit of Chief Obafemi Awolowo's 4 cardinal program. But when you look at the 3 main programs, education, healthcare, and affordable homes, those 3 programs, they've already provided the base for the 4th program, gainful employment. Those 3. And to the back way. Yeah. Money never exchanged hands. We never had MC Oluomos. We never had any thugs. No ballot papers were snatched in 1979. No long queues before you cast your vote. And as a matter of fact, I still remembered very, very vividly. Under FEDECO, Federal Electoral Commission, it was FEDECO. Did you get that? Because I'm telling you, this I witnessed in 1979. Somebody said he was 9-year-old at the time. But this were, yes, Al Sam. You were the one that said it. 9 years old. But I'm now telling you the history of what happened that time. That many people were not privileged. No, this is not a matter of me reading what I'm telling you. It is what happened. At the polling booth, in fact, before the polling booth, FEDECO did a house-to-house. Listen, FEDECO, before the 1979 general elections, they went house to house, street to street, house to house in all the federation. At least they've got this register, and if you are up to the age, they want to see your birth certificate. Yes, they will register you. Everybody that is 18 years and above in each house, whether it is face me, I face you, they registered everyone by the number. They will start, let's say, let me take one street for instance that I know of, a very popular street, say Onikbede Street in Lawansin. Onikbede Street in Lawansin, or Onitolo Street, or Itayemi Street in Surulere, or Olumegbon Street, or Western Avenue, or Alayaki Street. I know all these streets off head. Or Ebun Street, the famous prestigious Ebun Street that lies in between the rich and the poor in Lawansin, where the rich and the poor live next to each other. Ebun Street. They know the number of houses on each street because they've done their logistics. FEDECO, they've carried out their logistics. And guess what? The logistics FEDECO used at the time was based on the Nigerian Postal Services, because NIPOST had the logistics of all the homes across the country. So they were able to go into each and every home, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then register everyone on the FEDECO registration album. And the moment they've done that, whether your house is face me, I face you, everybody inside face me, I face you that are over 18 years and above, or those that will clock 18 years prior to the election period, are registered. And then guess what? When you are registered, the second phase was FEDECO then prints out the names, that is the inventory of the names they recorded in their register, and then they paste all the names right in those buildings where it is secured that rain will not destroy them. Normally they paste them right where the electricity NEPA electricity meter bill is usually situated. Maybe that was the logistics they gave them, or the logic, but they'll paste it there and you will all see your name. So if you see your name there, that means they would take that name contained your polling booth, which is just a walking distance. And before the election time, the third phase is FEDECO will then send you all your voters card. The voters card, very small like that, and it is that card that you will present at the polling booth. Your name is waiting for you at the polling booth, because as you vote, they will tick your name at the polling booth that you've casted your vote, and then there is an ink that will not wash away from your thumb for days. After you vote, they will then put the ink on this thumb that you voted. So if you've voted, if you've cast your vote and you decide to go out, If you show your finger like this to anyone outside, they know you've voted anyway, so they'll just let you go, because it is the ink, and you can't forge it, because it is a special ink. We scaled through. We never had problems in 1979, and by 1982, Banji Akitoye had already caused friction in Ondo State. My dad nearly got killed in that inferno. ZAB nearly got killed because they thought my father was, because all my father's friend, the late Chief Agbayewa, that was killed in the inferno, in the fracas Banji Akitoye created in the old Ondo State. Chief Agbayewa was killed in that scenario. So because Chief Agbayewa was my dad's best friend, childhood friends, my father nearly got killed too. It was only the grace of God and his junior brother, my Uncle Dedeke, that saved my dad. He was sick in the house. He was not feeling too well, to which I was there to attend to him at the time. But he nearly got killed because of the fracas Banji Akitoye plunged the old Ondo State into, because of his own greed. And you think I'm going to forget that? Please go and tell Banji Akitoye to come and challenge me and then take me up on what I am saying. That is the man who wants to lead the Yoruba self-determination. Where is he now? When I tried to stomach and to forget everything, to even beg Banji Akitoye to walk in unison with the remaining Yoruba leaders, that it is not only Banji Akitoye that I want to see. There are other Yoruba leaders. Everyone, we all have to work together. And what I have been advocating for, you see, you are all stupid. Ṣebí mi lẹ lérò pé mo stupid. Ẹ rí pé gbogbo yín sìn lẹ stupid. Gbogbo yín tẹ lérò pé, oh, Frank is an enemy of progress. Ṣé ti rí nsìn? You see? You see your lives? The worst things in life, the worst thing that can ever happen to you in life, will come free to you. Banji Akitoye is the worst thing that came to you, and he came free to you. The worst. Many of the people that messed up this journey, we should have got it by now. Had we formed within ourselves a formidable force. I was preaching one voice. I was desperately begging and preaching one voice, one voice. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé gbogbo kíní with one love. Yorubas, do you love your fellow Yoruba people? Did Femi Fani-Kayode loved Sunday Igboho? I came out. Folake Alawiye, bear me witness to this. And I'm not too sure. Amina Olayinka too. I'm sure Yemi Foluke too, probably. These are my avid ones. Taiwo Banuso, probably. Olubunmi Oyewole, probably. I know those that they watch me all the time. You remember? You lot remember when I begged and I continue to beg? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, kò ń ṣe bó ṣe yẹ ká ṣe gbé ìjà yìí rèé. Èmi náà sọ pé mo stupid. Èmi la ṣì èrè ẹ̀dá. Èmi lórí mi ò pé. Èmi ni mi ò mọ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ. Èmi ni olùdànà àti olùdènà yín. Nbo lẹ gbé wá sí. Truth hurts. Lóògùn ọ̀fẹ́ o. Ẹ ṣé o bàbá, gbogbo ìtọ́ yìí náà dá sílẹ̀ o. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣì wà nínú kìtì o. Ó ṣì wà nínú kìtì. Pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn ṣé nationalist la fẹ́ pè wọ́n ni, àbí separatist la fẹ́ pè wọ́n ni, àbí agitators la fẹ́ pè wọ́n ni, àbí kí la tún fẹ́ pè wọ́n, the fourth one. Gbogbo ìtẹ̀sídálẹ̀ lóògùn ọ̀fẹ́ o. Mi ò tí ì ṣí nọ́mbà o. Mi ò tí ì ṣí any number. Mo sì tọ́jú gbogbo ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ pé ẹ wà nínú Zoom meeting tó jẹ́ pé ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ collect owó lọ́wọ́ àwọn diaspora. Pé kán bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní dá owó. Tí mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ìdájọ́ Olúwa kò ní pẹ́ dé tán. Amina Ọláyínká, torí pé kí ni torí pé òun wo show yẹn, ìyá Ìlọrin, torí pé orí YouTube ló ti ń wo show yẹn, èmi ń rí comment ẹ, ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó wà lórí Facebook wọn ò nílé. Ó wò lọ ṣọ́nà méjì ló ti ń wo ní ìyá Ìlọrin. Mo rí ẹ lórí Facebook, mo tún wò ẹ lórí YouTube. Lóògùn ọ̀fẹ́ o. Gani Adams nìyẹn. Bó ṣe ń kí nìyẹn. Kíkí ẹ̀ nìyẹn. Torí ẹ̀ mo ṣe ní lóògùn ọ̀fẹ́ o. Ó ti yé àwọn èèyàn kan. Some people understand. Thank you, Alhaja Afolake Alawiye. See, I tend mo ń function gan láàrin òru báyìí gan. Ó dẹ̀ da because àwọn mi ti ẹ̀ fẹ́ jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn kan tiẹ̀ gbọ́ nǹkan tí mo tiẹ̀ ń sọ. Mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kó jẹ́ pé màá ti sọ̀rọ̀ tán. Wọ́n á ṣe máa gbọ́ replay yẹn. O. See, ìgbà tèmi ti ń bẹ̀bẹ̀, èmi gangan ni aṣièrè ẹ̀dá. Èmi lórí mi ò pé. Èmi ni wèrè. Èmi lórí mi ò pé. See? Now, ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀ nínú ìwé kọ́bọ̀ o. Ọ̀rọ̀ náà pọ̀ gan-an. Ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n wo eléyìí. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n wo bóyá mo lè gbé eléyìí náà wọlé. Eléyìí náà wà very very important gan. mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ jẹ́ kẹ́ wo eléyìí ó ń dà ẹ jẹ́ kí n wò èwo ni kí n kọ́kọ́ gbé jáde fún yín bí báyìí ó pọ̀ gan no mi ti fẹ́ gbé eléyìí jáde mi dẹ̀ ti fẹ́ eléyìí máa gbé jáde later on ni ẹ jẹ́ kí n kọ́kọ́ gbé eléyìí jáde fún yín ẹ jẹ́ n wo ẹ jẹ́ n kọ́kọ́ gbé eléyìí jáde fún yín ẹ má bínú jàre ṣé mọ̀ kankan ó ṣe kíní díẹ̀ ó jẹ́ nǹkan kan tó jẹ́ pé ó sìkì díẹ̀ ní orílẹ̀-èdè ìlú yẹn ṣùgbọ́n eléyìí tí mo fẹ́ gbé jáde fún yín ẹ jẹ́ n kọ́kọ́ lo eléyìí gangan ni mo kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ lò fún yín ẹ wo eléyìí ẹ wo mo play tape àkọ́kọ́ fún yín tí Ọbásanjọ́ ní gbogbo wa èmi àti ẹ̀yin so nǹkan tèmi ń ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ what I am doing right now what I'm doing and what I have been doing since 1999 tí Ọbásanjọ́ ti jẹ ààrẹ táwọn èèyàn kan lérò pórí mi ò pé I was doing the right thing and the fact that pé mo tiẹ̀ tún gbóyà mo tún kó gbogbo wọn pọ̀ sí ojú kan náà níbí báyìí mo dẹ̀ ní kẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa lọ ṣe wèrè fún gbogbo àwọn olórí láti orí gowon gbogbo tó bá wà láyé inú wọn ẹgbọ́n nǹkan tí Ọbásanjọ́ náà sọ ó láwọn ò ní kú lójú ọpọ́n fún yín he said they won't leave ó láwọn ò ní kúrò ó láwọn ò ní kúrò òun ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ní tẹ́ bá lérò pé àwọn máa kúrò ẹ̀ ń tanra yín jẹ ni o ẹ máa láti lé àwọn kúrò by force ó láwọn ò ní kúrò ńbẹ̀ pé ẹ máa láti lo force láti fi dismantle àwọn ni ẹ gbọ́ yẹn now ẹ wo nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ ìlú yẹn dà ṣe rí picture àwọn ọmọ tí ẹ fẹ́ wò nísìn mo ṣe nǹkan kan wípé láti 1999 ẹ jẹ́ àwọn bóyá mo ṣe lè rí picture yẹn 1999 àwọn ọmọ tán bí ní time yẹn o ẹ wo picture yìí àwọn ọmọ tẹ máa rí nínú fídíò yìí the children they are children o they are children ó yẹ kán ṣì wà nílé ìwé they're supposed to be in school but they are already serial killers, murderers, armed robbers. Àwòrán kan wà ńbẹ̀ mi ò ní sọ lóyìnbó. Àwòrán kan amóhùnmáwòrán ó wà nínú ẹ̀. Èèyàn kan wà ńbẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé ó pèrè ẹ̀ ní èèyàn Ọlọ́run, òjíṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run, pásítọ̀ náà ni nínú ilé Ọlọ́run, ṣùgbọ́n ó lọ wà níbi tí ò yẹ kó sí because adódì ni, adófùrọ̀. Ẹ ti gbọ́, adófùrọ̀ ni. Ó ń wá ọmọ tó máa lọ dófùrọ̀ ẹ̀ náà fi gbé. Ẹ wò.
Àwọn mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin tí ẹ ń wò yìí, ó ní a gbọ́ wípé ikọ̀ Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ni wọ́n mú lónìí ní ti ẹ̀ka ti Ìbàdàn North, wípé àwọn ni wọ́n ti ń da àdúgbò láàmú tipẹ́ tí wọ́n sì ń digunjalè. Ẹ fẹ́ gbọ́ látẹnu wọn bóyá òdodo ni àbírọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti máa béèrè lọ́wọ́ ọ̀kan nínú àwọn tó ń fẹ̀sùn kàn wípé adigunjalè ni wọ́n. Kí lórúkọ yín o? Sodiq kíni? Hussein. Ọmọ ìlú wo ni ẹ? Ọmọ Ìbàdàn ládùúgbò wo? Ládùúgbò wo ń Ìbàdàn? Ìwó road. Kí ló ṣe tí ikọ̀ Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn fi mú ẹ?
Listen. Ẹ máa gbọ́. Listen.
Lóòótọ́ ni o ti kópa nù ìdigunjalè rí. Àwọn nǹkan olóró tí wọ́n wá ká mọ́ ọ lọ́wọ́ ńkọ́? Ọ̀dà, ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ́ẹ̀ ní kejì sọ̀rọ̀. Kí lorúkọ ẹ? Ọmọ ìlú wo ni ẹ? Ọmọ Ìbàdàn ládùúgbò wo?
Ẹ máa gbọ́ o.
Pópó. Kí ni tó ṣe tí ikọ̀ Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn fi mú ẹ?
Ó lọ jalè. He went to steal.
Níbo lẹ ti jalè? Ìwó road. Kí lẹ lọ jí? Aago èwo?
Look at.
Aago ọwọ́. Kí ni tẹ́ fi lọ jalè yẹn? Ṣé ìbọn lẹ mú lọ́wọ́ ni àbádà àbí àké àbí kí ni? Ìbọn.
I'm sorry guys that this interview is in Yoruba. You see? Look at all the weapons. They went. Look at. Those are the weapons. That one is a cultist. That one talking.
Ẹ̀yin mélòó lẹjọ́ máa digunjalè? Ẹnì kejì ẹ̀dá. Ẹjọ́ ń jalè ni. Ẹsẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni. Ó di ìdigunjalè mélòó tó ti ṣe?
You see? Ìjà, thugs, political thugs. They will look. These are the type of boys MC Oluomo and Koko Zaria and all the thugs will use. Yeah.
Ṣùgbọ́n ipa wo ló wá kó níbi ìjà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Yemẹtu lálàwàdà? Ẹ lọ bá wọn jà ńbẹ̀ ni. Òyìnbọn bẹ àbó òyìnbọn? Òyìnbọn. Ìbọn mélòó ni ìbọn ẹdún ọ̀tá mélòó ló yìn dànù? Mẹ́ta. Gbójú sókè òyìnbọn lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ta.
You see? These are children. You see? They were probably even born after Obasanjo became president.
Kí ni èrò ọkàn láti máa yìnbọn gan níbi ìjà? Báwo ló ṣe rí ìbọn? Ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ òkùnkùn ni ẹ́?
Cultist.
Kí ló kọ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́, kí ni ó kọ ẹgbẹ́ yín?
Ẹyẹ.
Ẹyẹ. Ẹ̀yin mélòó lẹ wà nú ẹgbẹ́ òkùnkùn?
Sylvanus, welcome to the stream.
láti ilé ẹ̀kọ́ girama ló ti wà ní ẹgbẹ́ òkùnkùn ní Ansarudin ló ti jọ ẹgbẹ́ òkùnkùn ìkejì ẹ̀ náà kọ́ sọmọ ẹgbẹ́ òkùnkùn lọ́nà
sí.
báwo lẹ ṣe wá rìnà kóra yín tẹ́ fi ń lọ digunjalè.
Obasanjo, this is the state. This is the current state you created, and all of you left the country. Look, àwọn ọmọ tó yẹ kó ti educate rẹ o, Sherry. These children should have been educated by you, Obasanjo. Look at their age. Look at their faces. They are under 20.
ọmọ ìdí ara ẹni Sparrow sáìdì bẹ̀rẹ̀ ló wà sọmọ ẹgbẹ́ òkùnkùn ló náà báwo ló ṣe wá jẹ́ tó fi pè ọ́ pé kọ́ wá jà ń bẹ kí ló lóun fẹ́ fàyọ́ ń bẹ.
You see that?
àdúgbò wo ni wọ́n ń gbé wo bí inú ẹgbẹ́ òkùnkùn yín ipò wo ló ti mú bẹ́ẹ̀ tàwa ló lórí yín.
The head is dead. The head was killed. They don't have any head. In Eye fraternity. Okay, that's the pastor. That's the poof. He's the poof. See, a poof. Adofuro. Ondofuro ni o.
Báwo làwọn Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn ti wá gbọ́?
Ìgbà tí à ń sọ nínú níbẹ̀ ni ẹnìkan wà tó jẹ́ Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn lérí ààyè.
Kí ni tẹ́yìn náà lè sọ nípa ẹ̀sùn kan fi kàn yín?
Mi ò
ẹ sọ̀rọ̀.
Sí, Pastor Adofuro.
Poof. Ẹ̀sùn kan fi kàn yín. Kí lorúkọ yín? Fẹ́mi Samuel. Ẹ ṣàlàyé yín.
Nǹkan tí mo kàn dictate ni pé ó lè pé spiritual problem.
Ní kíni?
Ní kíni tó bá ti bà á lé mi báyìí.
Yóò wá dàbí kíni?
Ní kíni. So àyà àgbẹ̀ bá tún ní for it.
For how many?
For long.
Ó ti pẹ́.
For long.
Kí wá ní ìgbìyànjú tẹ́ ti ṣe lórí ẹ̀mí èṣù tó máa bà lé láti bá ọkùnrin sùn?
Ọkùnrin ló ń bá sùn. Poof.
Orí òkè ni. Orí òkè.
Níbo lórí òkè yẹn wà?
Adofuro.
Ara nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ bá lọ́nu ẹ tún wá bá pàdé ńbẹ̀ láti. Ṣé lóòótọ́ ni ẹ ti máa ń bá àwọn ọkùnrin sùn?
Wọ́n ní tí kéèmì ọlọ́run ni tí bá ti ní àmì mi bára.
You see?
Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ sókè.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sọ àwọn tí ń bá mi.
Ìgbà tó ti bàlẹ́ ń tẹ́lẹ̀ ṣé wọ́n ti ka yín báyìí rí? Kò sẹ́ni kankan tó ti mú yín báyìí rí. Báwo wá ni ti èyí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ṣẹlẹ̀?
Ibi tá a ti ń sọ nínú ilé ni ará Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn kan jọ sí.
Àní báwo ni ti eléyìí ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀?
Ọ̀nà mo níbi tá a ti ń sọ tó ti ń àlẹ́jì ní tọ́mọ yẹn ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ àti àwọn èèyàn. Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn kan wà lórí àwọn ìlú wa gbọ́.
Alẹ́ yìí ni àbí wọ́n mú yín pé ẹ fẹ́ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀?
Ọ̀rọ̀ tiẹ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ láti Thursday. Bàtí mo lọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì lónìí ni wọ́n á ń sọ wípé nǹkan bá ní ṣẹlẹ̀ bí ká ti jọ ń sọ wípé ó ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí lọ́jọ́ Wednesday ká ti ń sọ ní Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn kan tó wà lórí àwọn aṣọ tó kàn án.
Bàbá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣe àwọn èèyàn ó dé lónìí náà.
Well, you see, ó ti ń dófùrọ̀ tipẹ́tipẹ́. Wọ́n ló ti ń dófùrọ̀ tipẹ́.
wá sọ pé fún ẹ̀ mọ́dẹ̀ tí ń sọ fún ọ̀gá ẹ̀
wọ́n ti béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ lóòrí.
mi ò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, ọmọ yẹn ti kúrò ní.
wọ́n ló sọ pé tó bá mú kó sẹ̀sì.
ọmọ yẹn ti kúrò níbi tó ti ṣe program mi mo bá gbọ́ èmi mo mú ọmọ yẹn lọ fún mi.
kí lẹ kúrúkọ yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí.
Fẹ́mi Samuel.
Bàbá Ọbásanjọ́ ẹ̀yin mo fẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀ o. Bàbá OBJ ibi tí gbogbo yín tẹgbẹgbẹ ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà gbogbo ibi tí ẹgbẹgbẹ ọ̀rọ̀ káàárọ̀ òjíire ibi tí ẹgbẹdẹ nìyẹn o. Bàbá Ọbásanjọ́ gbogbo bí ẹ ṣe destroy 1979 tí ẹni tó yẹ kó jẹ olórí wa tó yẹ kó jẹ ààrẹ gbogbo bẹ ṣe sọ pé the best candidate will never win the election in 1979 òun lè rí o. I got, was it, who was that person? Okay, Al-Sam. Al-Sam, you said you were 9 years old then. Ǹjẹ́ o mọ̀ pé Ọbásanjọ́ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé the best candidate in 1979 will never win the election? Al-Sam, did you know that in 1979, the Yorubas betrayed the late Chief Obafemi Awolowo from becoming the president in 1979? Al-Sam, did you know that MKO Abiola was part and parcel of the machinery the North used against Chief Obafemi Awolowo in 1979? Did you know that? Al-Sam. Al-Sam, did you know that a handful of those, 90% of those that made your life, my life, Amina Olayinka's life, Alaja Folake Alawuye, Taiwo Banuso, Yemi Foluke, everyone of the southern extraction, hell was all because in 1979, Obasanjo did the wrong thing. He was dancing to the tune of the Fulani oligarch. I want people to please help me ask Obasanjo, what has Obasanjo done to better the lives of the Yoruba people? What has Obasanjo done to better the lives of Egba people? Huh. Excuse me. That's why, Timofini, it is better for me to stream this hour of the night because gbogbo àwọn wèrè àwọn olórí burúkú àwọn olóṣì wọ́n ń sùn. Wale Akisanya, welcome. See, I've provoked you. You've been watching silently. Ẹ fẹ́ dá ẹ fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Torí sìn, àwọn tí ojú ń tì tán lè sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣé rí pé mo ti ń gbé jáde fún yín lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan. Ṣebí kan lẹ wò tán yìí sìn. Ẹ wo àwọn ọmọ yẹn. Wọn ti 20. Nǹkan tẹ́ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wò tán yẹn. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn ò tí 20 o. 1999 to date, 23 years. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n demonstrate nígbà EndSARS. ẹgbẹ́ last born mi wà nínú wọn. My last born is 26 this year. Ẹgbẹ́ ká jẹ́ pé wọn ò sí nílùú yìí, ká jẹ́ pé Nàìjíríà lèmi àti ìyá wọn wà, bí ọkàn mi ò bá ṣe, this is how my chest will be up. My chest, my heart will come out of my chest and it will be outside on top of my head, because guess what? My children were out there demonstrating for their rights, and the likes of Obasanjo, Bola Tinubu, and all the people that made that country mess, they are comfortable in their own home. Their children are comfortable. And you think peace is going to reign in their homes, or peace will meet them and peace will meet their children and their generations and generations that are yet unborn in peace? Kò lè bá wọn láyé. There can never be peace for them. Peace will cease to exist in their lives, in their homes. Sorrows upon sorrows is what will continue to visit them. The angel of death will never depart from their home. The angel of death, bí áńgẹ́lì ikú bó ṣe ń pa ẹyọ kan nínú ilé wọn ló máa pa èmi. Because of the damage and the mental torture they've subjected the people to. And heavens, as I am streaming to you, it is 0057 hours, midnight. It is the hour that many things are flying about in the air that we don't see. And I am cursing them. It will never be well for those leaders. Kò ní dá fún yàrá yàgbà bá gbogbo wọn pátápátá. Èmi mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Ojú ogun la wà. Ṣẹ́rí. Now, téèpù yìí tẹ́rí yẹn ó yẹ ṣe jáde ni the worst èmi ti rí. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi béèrè lọ́wọ́ Ọláyọmí Kóìkì, gbogbo àwọn tí Ọláyọmí Kóìkì gan tó kó mọ́ra, gbogbo àwọn tó ń lò tó fi ń deceive àwọn èèyàn, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, where are they? Ma play tape kan fún yín ní èní. Ẹ jẹ́ n lọ wá tape yẹn. Mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ jẹ́ kán send tape yìí, kán send ẹ̀ lọ fún Ọláyọmí Kóìkì, because ó pẹ̀ lára àwọn tó bà ìrìn àjò yìí jẹ́, and I will never forgive Ọláyọmí Kóìkì. Gbogbo èyí tẹ́ bà ìrìn àjò yìí jẹ́, ìdájọ́ Ọlọ́run ó máa dáhùn nínú ilé yín, ó máa dáhùn lórí ọmọ yín, ó máa dáhùn lórí ẹbí yín, gbogbo yín pátápátá. Máa play tape yìí. Let me close that. I need this portrait. I'm gonna go. You might have to give me some time. I have to look for that tape. And I think I know where. I know Momobiti gbogbo àwọn tape yẹn wà. I will just go straight into those tape. Guys, I will go to those tapes and I know where they are. I will go to those tapes. I want to show you that particular tape. Okay, I will show you that particular tape. That tape, yes, I think it is, yes, it is there, and it should be inside archives, actually. Archives. Where are you? Yeah, I think it should be here. Let me do it this way. Okay, I know where it is, guys. I know it is somewhere here. Malati Farabale Wani. Guys, just give me 1 minute. Although I've got, let me do it this way. Maybe I should be able to get it somewhere here. Let's do it this way. Just a minute. Dear Lord. Okay, let's, I think, sorry guys. It is interesting. Okay, let's do it. Yes. I'm looking for it. Come on. Come on. Yeah, don't worry guys. There's yes, I saw one now to which you see, Omoyele, they said Omoyele Sowore too declared himself for presidency. Likewise, that one to lóhun Délé Momodu tó náà lóhun fẹ́ di president. Oh God, help us. Okay, Lord. Okay, it's yeah, I will have to look for that. It is not looking very, very good because yeah, he seems to be, yeah, he's lucky, but èèyàn kan tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo wọn tó ń kígbe Koiki Media at your doorstep. Now the money is no longer flowing, and okay, I am unable to actually fetch what I wanted to play for you guys. Now, what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do. Let's do this. I'm going to take this portrait off, and I'm going to get this landscape back on. I'm going to show you this. Okay? This one. See? Where is it? Many of you will remember this. I streamed this in 2020. I'm not going to give you, let me bring it in first, because I was reminded of this. Al-Sam. Al-Sam, please, I will love to hear your views on the state of religious leaders and their connections with Nigerian politicians. Thank you. I will give it to you. Just stay with me and watch me deliver this lecture. Watch me deliver this lecture 17th day of January 2020. It was my daughter's birthday that day. I remember. Watch this.
Hey, good evening. Good evening to you, everyone. Good evening, my avid viewers. Good evening, London. Good evening, the United Kingdom. Good evening, Europe. Good evening, the United States. Good evening, Asia. Good evening to you from wherever you guys you are watching this live stream on Facebook. Good evening. Yes, Lizzie Azu, Godson Azu's wife. Yes, good evening. Grace Emiogolo, Ganiu.
Yeah, these were people that they've been with me a long time. Guys,
That name. Good evening. Ganiu Ojofolarin. Okay, I will check that name out. Yes, you missed me, Lizzie. Yes, I was reading through all what you sent me on my messenger today, but as usual, I was
this was
just a bit
2020.
too busy. Yes, Grace Emi Ogolo, yes, Adebola Esther Adeshino, Emmanuel Bello from Russia. I know that. Yes, I can get that. Yes, longest time indeed. Yes, Emmanuel Bello is watching the show all the way from Russia, guys. Oh, wow. Thank you, Emmanuel Johnson. Good evening, Larry Waju, Los Legacy. Yes, thank you, Omo Olaomo. I can spot you. Yes. Yes, Lizzie Azu. Yeah, UK is welcome. Buhari again. Oh, Lord God. It's going to get messy today. It's really going to get messy
2020.
today, and we are still on this same topic.
Enjoy this.
Engineer Maxwell, good evening. Yes, I have been working. You guys gave me a task, and you think it's going to be easy with this task that you gave me. I never thought for once that I could take this task the step further that you've indulged me to go into the dangerous part of it. And I have to listen, guys, I have to crack my head day and night. Sometimes I have to be off air because new things begin to open up to me. And I'm going to share you some of those things. See, behind closed doors, you guys, you haven't seen this. Look, cover is already, you see the mock-up to the book and the design, the prototype, how it will be, it's going on behind closed doors. Now, I have consulted with the printers, obviously, between the day before yesterday and yesterday as well, and the printers were able to advise that the book should be published as a paperback and not a hardback, because if it is published as a hardback, after doing the cost.
Let me forward it because let me forward this and then let's see. Yes, I need. Okay, I think I need about that.
There are people now. The reason why I want to use that misery to replace that mysterious, I'll tell you. Because the 369 code, this 369
Now,
that you guys are looking in here, I told you the frequency of the energy
that was that 369.
vibrating
That
secretly in that country called Nigeria is 369. And that 369 is what we all have to look after. 9 especially is the real energy, the energy frequency that is associated with that country. But then again, because 3, 6, and 9 are the same root, they are rooted together. And I'm going to prove that to you, that the frequency of that energy that is vibrating in that country is 369. We've gone through this mystical symbol. This symbol is mystical. I'll take a look. Let me before this thing crashed off, let me quickly take some of your comments, guys. Emmanuel Johnson, yeah. The book is I'm just about to divide everything up into its individual components, but today I want to open up your eyes into seeing these energy numbers that I saw many years. Now you can see the 60 years. You can see the 1959 to 1979, 20 years, and halfway in between 1959 and 1979, you've got 1969. So from 1959 right up to 2019, you have got 6 nines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got the 9, that is the frequency of the energy from 1959 to 2019. Right? You've got that 9. And then you've got the number of those 9 in its occurrence as 6. And then halfway in between 1959 and 1979, you've got 1969. You've got your first 9. Halfway in between 1979 and 1999, you've got 1989. You've got your second 9. And halfway between 1999 and 2019, you've got 2009. So you've got 3 other 9s that is secretly buried.
3, 6, 9.
This mystical symbol of
the
Star of
David.
3, 6, 9. And you've got at each
apex of the triangle,
points of that triangle of the same Star of David, you've got the 20 years
of misery.
in between. And that's why you've got that 60 years. Ola Univ. I'm not going to mention my brother's name, but my brother is watching keenly. I'll keep that secret. Emmanuel Johnson. Misery is preferable, thank you. Anybody who wins that, there's a prize. Yes, Engineer Maxwell said mystery. Princess Lola Omachami, Ayo Onobanjo, Omo Olawan. Thank you. Chief Elejoka. Guys, in fact, let me seize this opportunity to wish my very first daughter, my first daughter.
You know, I told you it was my
She
daughter's
had
birthday I
a
streamed this
cancer,
show.
passed away in 1986, September 13, 1986. She was born 1987, exactly today, 33 years ago. Full-blown woman. She's probably having a good time somewhere. So I wish my first daughter, Uluwaremilekun, a very happy birthday online. I'm still going to speak to her probably after the show, but she got the daddy's message very early in the morning. Okay, guys. A lot of you are already commenting. Okay, I've got many others after. Okomai Ayeko Twakirele, Nigerian next president is going to be a shoe shiner. Guthrie Denizad. Misery is preferable. A lot of people are winning on the misery. Olaniwaju Lawson Elegushi, the current of this diagram will break up Nigeria. You ain't seen nothing. Hey, Lawrence, you ain't seen nothing because you see, I am going to show you and I'm going to tell you exactly how this was the intention of the British people. The British were good in their thinking.
Enjoy it.
Exactly how
I said I was going to stream this once
I'm
again.
going to break that down to you. You see, but note that 9 because we're going to go through some incredible and obscene experiment live on this show, and that experiment will open up your eyes again. That is the purpose of this show. And then the book will then be the blockbuster. You see, one thing you don't know is that, you see, the Star of David, let me quickly explain this to you because he said, that's why I said this book, if it's written, it will be banned from entering Nigeria. It will, because the way I see things, that's why, you see, that's why people assume I'm not a normal human being, because I see things differently. The way people see things, I interpret things differently. That's why people say, I am not normal. But that is the truth. You see, this is the Star of David. And if you look at things, you have God and then you have Lucifer.
Yeah, Satan.
Lucifer is an antagonist.
Antagonist of God.
And everything that is good, that the spiritual source of all creation created to be good.
Lucifer will mimic.
Lucifer, Satan, will distort it.
Yeah, he will mimic.
That is the current problems. Christians, they've got already in their midst because Lucifer had already penetrated
straight into the church.
The churches, especially the churches, the evangelical churches in Nigeria. I mean it. Not only in Nigeria, all their branches that are opening up in Europe and the rest of the world. Lucifer is controlling them. Lucifer had already hijacked everything, the fabrics of the Nigerian society. And I'm going to prove to you from this diagram because this is the magical Star of David. And here, with that seal or the Star of David, you will only find this on the flag of the flag of Israel. That is where you find that. That denotes that Jews are the chosen people of God. And that's why anywhere you see any Jews operating, they always excel. But then, what then happened with that number, the 369 number that was secretly encoded in the formation of Nigeria? Not many people understand that the Luciferians the Luciferians within the Nigerian society from this particular period then distorted this Star of David and then turned the Star of David into the goat's head of
Mendes.
They took out one of the top end, cut them off, and then leave that as a 5-star instead of a 6-star points.
Yes.
Google goat's head.
God's head of mandates.
And you will see the satanists.
The satanic symbol.
We're still coming back. You will be able to figure out who are those satanists.
Picture the satanist. 2020, I streamed this.
I'm still going to go into
Are these guys satanist? Are they satanist? Picture that yourself.
Engineer Maxwell. Yes, thank you. Happy birthday to my charming daughter. Yes, Elizabeth Leoja. Thank you. Good evening. She's saluting everyone. Grace Emiogolo, Misery. Yeah, your Misery is winning. Yeah, that's right. Thank you very much, Elizabeth Leoja. Lizzie Azu. Yeah, thank you. You're not alone. Guthrie Denizard. Thank you. You said I'm very right. Okumaya Aikoto. Don't you know that the chief Satan himself is in Asorok? Asorok Villa. Terry Roberts. It's been a long time I've seen you.
Yeah, Terry Roberts. I've not seen Terry Roberts a long time actually.
Oh, you're very upset. Your Bayelsa people are under siege of the Boko Haram army. Yeah. Wow. We should ask Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Michael Ulualubon replied, Terry Roberts. He said you should call the police. You better start thinking of how you guys will start the formation of your own equivalent.
You see that? Niger Delta.
Yes. Omolara Sunshine. Good evening. Okay, guys, 369. Terrible. I'm going to show you something. We're going to go into some stuff. Jack, Olushola, I can spot you. We're going to come back to this, but take note of the 369. Okay, I remembered I have not finished using this one, so we will, yeah, let me just do it this way, guys, so that yeah, we won't go into some of this, but I'm going to show you.
Oh, these were intensive those days, in here. Before technology improved so much. This was how I used to present.
Now, here, let me quickly show you this because I'm not too sure if that is really clear to the camera. See, here, how come, is it a coincidence that at the end of this, your misery cycle, at the completion of your 60 years of misery cycle in 2019, right? Your president, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, based on his DOB, which is 17. Can you see that? Maybe I should move this forward a little bit so that you guys can see this properly. Yeah, it is better this way. Muhammadu Buhari's DOB, according to information, his DOB is 17. 12, 1942. I'm going to show you some calculation, but we're going to go into that calculation
Watch
later
this.
on. I'll show you. Now, how come when Muhammadu Buhari's birth date was collapsed, he happens to be a path 9. Path 9. I'll show you how to collapse this so that you get that. So, how come that
Now,
a path 9
is
ended
Nigeria going to end
your
under Muhammadu Buhari? This was the argument. Will we
Look at
end?
that.
Is Nigeria going to end and Nigeria will never exist? 2020, I came up with that.
Here.
Is it going to end?
17th of February, 17th of December, 1940.
Will there be no Nigeria again after
his date of birth, considering that he was
2023?
He was on the same path of IBB, but cannot be older than OBJ. It is not possible. So I wasn't part of those people that actually went to discredit his age bracket, because I proved everything in one of the shows. But take note of that, because we're going to go into something. And I'm going to show you the significance. The significance of these numbers. 3, 6, and 9.
Those numbers. Again.
Those 3 numbers
Those numbers
are the numbers that Nigerians, like I said, should watch out, but they're not watching out for those numbers. Now, the first thing we want to do, that I want to show you, right? There's something called the Pythagorean
theorem.
I want
Yes.
to open up
Chart.
your eyes into seeing this. Open your eyes. Pytha. Now, you see this Pythagorean chart. Most of you who did mathematics, you know Pythagorean
Theorem.
The same guy that came up with that Pythagorean theorem is the one that actually came out with this Pythagorean chart. And this Pythagorean chart is basically divided up into 9 different parts. And we're going to divide, everything is coming in the book. Everything is coming up in the book, because this was based on the previous book that I am writing, and I have to suspend to satisfy your urge for this great book that I am having to speak to you on. Now, here are the numbers. 1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5,
5,
6,
6,
7,
7,
8,
8,
9.
9. Okay? There's nothing called 0.
0 is empty shell.
Okay? Now, these numbers, I think I should move this back a little bit. Yeah, I think it's better this way, and you can see the camera well. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to break them down this way. Okay?
Raw lectures at its best.
Okay?
Raw. This were raw.
We're going to do that. So let me put another one here, and then we put another one there. Okay? Now, what I'll do is I'll use this red ink, and I'll just cover that at the top, and then draw a line in between that. Okay? And then I am going to draw 3 more additional lines. 1, 2, 3. See? And in this additional line,
Watch that. These were raw
all the
lectures.
alphabets of the English language,
English language.
we're going to fill them
The same thing is Yoruba language.
into each and every of this box. So
Yeah.
A
It's 1.
becomes 1.
B is 2.
becomes 2. C, 3. D, 4. E, F, G,
H,
H,
I, J, K, L, M,
M,
N,
N, O, P, Q,
R, S, T, U,
V, W,
X, Y, Z.
Z.
These were raw lectures of mine.
There's a purpose for this Pythagorean
Chart.
because this will open your eyes into seeing things you were unable to see. You see, what this means is that each and every of these English alphabets from A to Z,
they've got
their
numbers, code attached to them, attributed to them.
numbers. A, for instance,
Is 1.
is attributed to 1. And 1 is one God.
Yes.
There's no other God.
Yeah, but him.
So 2, when you look at it, is B. Right?
Father, Son.
C, 4, D. It goes like that. 9, I. Like that. See? And if you look at this same Pythagorean chart, halfway
It's 5.
1 and 9
It's 5.
is number 5. 5.
Yeah. Halfway down.
Anyone that has 5 secretly encoded in the very first number of his or her birth, or got 5 vibrating secretly
In their path.
a combined
Life
number
path.
when it is collapsed. Fear them.
Yes. Indeed.
Just fear them because there's a lot that is attached to that number.
5.
And as a matter of fact, if I may break this down spiritually for you guys, everyone that will die in 2020 were all marked as far back as the
5th of April every year.
2019.
Every year.
From January 2020, those that will die, death had already marked them.
5th of April.
The 5th of April 2019
Yeah.
in the spiritual realm.
Yes.
In the UK, that's why
The 5th
new tax year
begins 5th of April. Yes.
Most people don't know. They only see things, but they are not able to interpret. So 5 is halfway in between 1 to 9. It's a very powerful intersection.
Intersection.
Take note of these numbers because we want to go into the next area to prove the significance of
369.
that is secretly vibrating
That number.
in your country's life, that in the subconscious mind you are not conscious of those 3 numbers. And these 3 numbers, let me spell it to you. This 3 number, 369, it is called the Tesla code.
Yes. Indeed.
You know Tesla car? 369. It is called the Tesla
Code.
So we're going to examine the Tesla code that is hanging on Nigeria. Take note, because we might come back to that. Now, the first thing we want to do, okay, the second one I want to go into.
These were intensive
Nigeria.
lectures I gave for free of charge.
Nigeria got independence.
Yeah, watch this. Watch this.
Got independence.
Watch this. God.
1
October 10.
1960.
Yeah.
That was the day you got your independence. Okay? That was the day. You see this date? We want to check the frequency
Of the energy. Yes.
that is associated
To
the
that day we
Nigeria
got its independence. Yes.
1
10
1st of October 1960.
1/10/1960.
To get the frequency
Of the energy.
of that date, there are 2 ways we can do it.
Yeah.
And I'll show
Collapse
you
it.
2 ways.
Collapse it.
The first method is to calculate 1
Plus 10.
10 1960
60.
to be 1
Plus 10.
plus 10
Plus 1960.
plus 1960. If you calculate those together, you will end up with, can somebody please help us so that you guys will not think I am making up things. It's probably a bit too small. Let me use a bigger letter. So 1 10 1960, your Independence Day. Okay? So that would be 1 plus 10 plus 1960.
60.
Add everything together. Guys, let somebody help us out. Add everything together. What have we got? Yes, Tesla code. What have we got? If we add everything together, we get 1971. I want somebody to please correct me if I am right or if I am wrong. When you add all this together, you get that. Now, because we've got that as an answer, we continue to break down, and then we say 1
plus 9 plus 7
plus 7
plus 1.
1. What does that give us again? That gives us 18.
1/8.
We have to reduce this further until we get a single digit.
1 plus 8
So,
equals 9.
Therefore, 1 plus 8
Equals
what?
9. Date of independence 9.
The day, the very day your country got its independence.
9. Carried its 9 signature.
9. Secretly vibrating. The second method is this. This is the first method. First method. Second method, to be sure that we arrive at the right answer, is this same 1st of October 1960. We then break it down as 1 plus 1
Plus 0.
0
Plus 1.
1
Plus 9.
plus 9
Plus 6.
6
Plus 0.
0.
raw lectures you guys are watching in 2020 that I delivered.
So the entire date will break them down again into its individual
Components.
And if we count that again, that gives us 18.
Yeah. 1 plus
And
8
again, 1 plus 8
is equal to 9.
9. So using the two methods, we've arrived at
The same.
answer. The date you got your independence, 9 in 1960. 9 was the code, the code that's been added. This same 9.
That 9.
This same 9. Remember, we've identified the trees here in the Star of David. We've equally identified the number of the 6 in there. And then the 9 as the real energy
Frequency.
number. And then, don't forget, at the expiration of the same year, it happens that the man at the end of your affairs deciding
Was carrying a 9 signature.
your country's affairs happens to be
Carried a 9 signature.
9,
Muhammadu Buhari,
on
part 9.
this.
Destruction.
That
The end.
date,
It's something that we end.
9. Look at this 1971 that is attached after we broke down Muhammadu Buhari's GMB.
GMB, General Muhammadu Buhari, 1971.
After we broke down the man that finally completed your 60 years of misery, after we broke everything down using our first method, 1971. Look at that.
This is interesting.
Look at the songs here. Look, 1971 on your independence.
Can you see that?
Independence.
Can you see that?
On the power of 9.
Can you see
The
that?
man that completed the 60 years of your misery is a part 9 with the same energy.
Energy frequency, 1971. 1 plus 8, 9. This was a bit too deep for some people to take in. And that's why they said I'm not normal.
Yes, Ayobundimu, good evening. The result is heavy. Elizabeth Leoja, 1971. Unbreakable BJ Zaman saying that for the first time. Yes, you said right. Elizabeth Leoja, you said bingo. Dia Ojo, okay, maybe you are just relaxing with your wife somewhere, maybe at by 8:05. Eunice Wogian Akinlolu, thank you. Engineer Maxwell, what is the frequency of energy associated with that number? I will tell you, not today. It's a long story. I will tell you. Mr. Arolo, Tony Arolo, Liziazu just calculated your DOB. You see, I told you not to bother, not to worry yourself that I'm going to come up with this formula. So you are a part 9. So you and Muhammadu Buhari, in a nutshell, Lizzie, you are the same trait. You've got the same trait. Anything that Muhammadu Buhari has got as a part 9, Lizzie Azu, you have got the same thing. I'm sorry. But that's, look, your date of birth provided the path to your secret code. You see, that 9 is that gate that you came to this plane of existence from heaven. If you're a part 9, you and Muhammadu Buhari, you are the same. The way you behave is the way Muhammadu Buhari too will behave. Now, make no mistakes, Buhari was born on the 12th in December. You were probably born somewhere, you were not even born close to the same year or the same month, but you shared the same path. But perhaps, yeah, you are not evil. Yeah, but that number, 9, is the number of completion.
And indeed, it is the number of completion.
I'm going to tell you a lot more about that frequency or the energy that is associated to 9. Okay, now, you see this? You see, you got your independence, 1st of October 1960, and the frequency of the energy that is associated to that particular energy and your country is 9. Now, remember I told you Nigeria's country code. Let me turn the next one. Nigeria's country code is 2, 3,
4. Yeah. 2 plus
Have
3.
you ever wondered why your country code is 234? You haven't.
2
Okay,
plus
let's break 2,
2
3, 4
2
down.
plus 2
Because
plus yeah.
anywhere you are in the world and you want to call Nigeria's access code. In other words, access code. The code you will need to access Nigeria is 234. Let's break it down. 2 plus 3 plus 4
equals 9.
What?
9.
9. Five, 9. Nigeria's country code, 9. Your independence, 1/10/1960, 9. What about the very day? Okay, let's leave this. What about the name Nigeria
itself? This was gruesome.
The name Nigeria. Let's crack that name Nigeria and see what is happening to that name. Nigeria cracked. Nigeria. Okay. Now, what we do here, oh no, yeah, okay. No, let me do it this way again. Nigeria. Okay.
These were raw lectures from me. Raw, undiluted lectures.
Based
Live. Oh
based
dear.
on
The Pythagorean chart. The code that will give you the code
on
to
the Pythagorean
chart. Yes.
Now you can see N. This is N.
5.
Is in the middle, the beginning of your alphabet
5.
of Nigeria starts
5.
in the middle, halfway between the Pythagorean chart.
Chart. Yeah.
N. So You look at it very well, and then we will come back. We will always come back to this. Let me just get this ready so that you guys will not say I'm a mago man. So N is 5. From here, N is 5. What about I? I is 9. What about G?
G.
G is 7.
7.
What about E? E is equally 5. That's literally halfway between Nigeria. It started, you see the Pythagorean chart? It started halfway, and halfway in Nigeria is equally 5. It's 5. Because E is 5. R, what is R? 9. What is I again? We've got it. 9.
A
And
is
A
1.
is 5.
A is 1. Yeah.
Someone please help us.
A should be 1.
With this calculation, I'll do mine too. 5 plus 9 plus 7 plus
Yeah, we'll
5
find it out. We
plus 9 plus 9 plus 5. That is 49. Total equals 49. So 4 plus 9 equals what? Let's use calculator to be sure.
A should be 1.
14. 1 plus 3 equals 4.
It's wrong.
By that calculation,
It's wrong. I knew it was wrong.
we just arrived at a master number. And you remember, I said to you, in conjunction, oh, no, hold on.
Yeah,
A is
it's wrong.
supposed to be 1.
Yeah.
No.
1. A is supposed to be 1.
Supposed to be 1. This is my mistake. You see how easy.
To make mistakes.
A is 1.
Yeah.
A is 1. My mistake.
See, I corrected it immediately so that you guys are not you are not confused.
So we get 59759 5975999
1.
It is 1 because A is 1. Let's turn the sheet backward so that we don't we have to cancel this because this will give us a totally
Different rules.
So I'll just mark this like that.
Off.
A big cross that it is irrelevant. Yes, thank you. A is 1. That's why we want to start all over again. Nigeria. Okay, so we divide it up.
This were gruesome.
So we got it down as 5. Right? Let's go through it again so that we don't make mistakes. Because mistake can be extremely costly, guys.
Lethal. Costly. Lethal.
Okay, so let's start all over again. N is halfway. And it is 5. I is 9. Okay? G
You see the work of lecturers.
is 7.
Because my father was a lecturer, so I was used to it, and I'm not. I have to. If I have to prove everything.
R
Yeah.
is 9.
9. I
is 9.
9. A is what?
And A
1.
is 1.
Correct. No, it is correct.
That looks
The name Nigeria on its own is fraud. 9. It's 9.
We get total equals 45. Therefore,
4 plus 5
4 plus 5
equals 9.
9.
Nigeria. 9.
The name
Nigeria.
Nigeria
9. Code.
is 9. The
Code.
date you got your independence
9.
when it was collapsed
9.
was 9. See, 9.
Everything. 9.
9. The name.
9.
The frequency of the energy
9.
associated to the name.
9.
Nigeria. 9.
9.
Remember.
Let Obasanjo come and challenge me. Let Gowon come and challenge me on this hypothesis. They dare not.
9. Express
Let the British challenge me on this hypothesis. They dare not. They know I know exactly what I am talking about.
Okay? That was the day you got your independence. Okay, what about the very day that Nigeria then became a
Republic. Oh, that's another interesting one.
Let's quickly do that, shall we? We got our republic on the 1st of October.
1963.
Nigeria.
The day you sacked the Queen of England as being the head of state.
Became
A republic. You sacked the Queen being the head of state.
republic.
And you appointed Nnamdi Azikiwe as president. As president.
First, again, October.
Oh, another issue that will haunt the Igbos as well.
That was the day
Because Nnamdi Azikiwe and Tafawa Balewa masterminded this destruction.
10 plus 1963,
Yes.
1974.
I said I don't owe anybody any apology.
Therefore, 1 plus 9 plus 7 plus 4.
Equals what?
What?
Calculate.
Help us. 1 plus 9 plus 7
Plus 4.
plus 4
I was even using my calculator.
equals 21.
21.
2 plus 1
Equals
equals
3.
3. Remember, 3, 6,
9. The Tesla code.
your independence, 9. Your republic,
3.
9. The name of your country is
Ni-
called
9.
There's a lot more. There is a lot more. There is what? A lot more.
I love this.
Ayogudimo, you said 1960. Yes, we've done 1960. No, you got Nigeria became a republic in 1963. Your independence.
1960.
1st of October.
See, some people, Ayogundimu does not even know anything. I was the one teaching you guys here.
Was the day
You became a republic.
to be
Head of state.
as at independence in 1960, right up to this date, the Queen was still the head of state. But then you lot chose that you want to ask the Queen
As being
and
the head of
you
state.
want to rule yourself. So you all voted to become a republic, and on that date, you were given your republic and the
Guys, those were intense moments. Intense moments that I have to prove to the world academically. Did you hear this? I have to prove to the world how endowed academically I was. Perhaps far more superior academically than your Professor Banji Akitoye. I'm saying this. Like I always say, I don't owe anybody any apology. And I don't want to apologize to anyone. Fuck you. If you think I'm going to apologize to you, I'm not going to. Why should I apologize to you when, as a matter of fact, I know that you are a trash? You want me to apologize to you? You, inside you, knowing fully well that you are a trash. Hey, Timo, kotoju mi ti rí. I'm not going to take revenge. And I don't intend to take any revenge. Ọlọ́run ọba ló ní ẹ̀san. I'm a full-fledged, proud Yoruba man. You see, for me to be alive today, oyè Ọlọ́run ọba ni. It is not by my making. I was glad I was showing you all those. Some people, they're seeing this for the first time. There's a lot more I am going to stream and I'm going to show to you from time to time. And begin to picture why I said emphatically to you that I don't have due regard and respect to all your stupid Tamboroba leaders. I don't want to make friends with anyone. I don't intend to make friends with anybody that plunged Yoruba nation. That part that I loved so much with all my heart. And I'm ready to do anything to fight for its existence. Unless and otherwise, you don't love your people. See? Let me bring you this. Do you still remember this? Obasanjo I'm calling Obasanjo to this area because I want this to go straight to Obasanjo, because Obasanjo is such a useless leader. Obasanjo does not love the Yoruba people. Neither does Obasanjo love Nigerian people. Before I bring Grandpa Oromio, watch what I will continue to stream this, and I want people to please correct me if I am insane. In other words, if I am mad. Am I mad for seeing Dubai leaders, especially their leader in Dubai, saying, I love you. I love you, to his people. Watch this. It is very interesting. I've never seen in my life, I have never in my entire whole life, I'm angry, never in my entire whole life see an African leader saying publicly, I love you, my people. Watch this.
القيادة فكر ودهاء. القيادة تريد صقل. القيادة تريد تعليم. القيادة تريد ممارسة واحتكاك. أنا أريدكم كلكم نحن نتشرف بكم وبالمراكز اللي وصلتوا لها، ولا أريدكم أن تنظروا أقل من رقم واحد، لأن رقم واحد واللي بعد واحد ما حد يعرفه. ما في مشروع بدون مخاطرة. الحياة كلها تحديات. في كل خطوة أو كل مشروع نقوم فيه في مخاطرة. تصوروا أنتم دنيا بدون تحديات ولا مخاطر، بنكون كسولين فيها. كيف نتغلب على التحديات؟ بالطاقة الإيجابية. الإنسان إذا قام الصبح وعنده الطاقة الإيجابية ويكون فرح مع الناس ومبسوط وقادر على التحديات، تشوف حياته أحلى. قلت هذه الإشارة هي فوز وهي نصر إلا ثلاث حروف. ثالث شيء اللي تعنيه I love you. الوقت عندي أنا مثل الحياة. الوقت أنت ما تقدر تخزنه لأنه ماضي، ما في خط نهائي للتطور والابتكار والتميز، ما في خط نهائي. كلنا في هذه الدولة نحب تراب الإمارات. كلنا فريق واحد، بحبنا وتعاضدنا مع بعض تقدمت الإمارات. رئيس الدولة المركز الأول أخوانه محمد بن زايد، أخوانه الكل متعاضد هني في صنع دولة الإمارات. الكل منكم ساعد في تطوير الإمارات، كل واحد منكم جالس قدامي واللي يشوفوني على التلفزيون هذا أنتم. ولا شفت تحدي مر على زايد وجنبه، لازم يتحداه ويغلبه، وهذا الشعور الإيجابي العالي ورثناه من زايد صراحة.
Now, you can see clearly the message the UAE chiefman gave to the world. I love you. I love you. 3 words. Now, the message I want to send to Obasanjo is, did you love your people? Your people in terms of, did you love the Yorubas? I'm not talking about Obasanjo loving Nigerians. There's nothing called Nigerians. I'm not a Nigerian. Don't love me as a Nigerian. I don't want to be loved as a Nigerian. I'm a Yoruba man. You either love me as a Yoruba man or you don't. If you don't love me as a Yoruba man, leave me the way I am. Don't love me. I don't want you to love me. Don't. And I don't want you to love me. Did Obasanjo love Yoruba people? Even though we've got discrepancies against Obasanjo. Some people said Obasanjo is not Yoruba, he's Igbo. His father is from Igbo. Okay. Let me turn to the Igbo side. It has not been claimed he's got blood to the north. Okay, let us stay in the south. No, okay, fine. We can't say he's got blood with the north, but okay, he said maybe his mother is Yoruba from Abeokuta and his father is from the east. I don't have any problem with that. How many people or how many roads in the east has Obasanjo constructed? No, I'm just making my points. Because if the revolution will have to start now, Obasanjo said we should start from him and the fact that they failed the generation. Now look at the generation of those I played their video for you. Obasanjo, Obasanjo. You are not in the same league with my father, you know. You are not in the same league with Zacchaeus Andrew Bello. I'm mentioning my father's name for all of you damborobas, shithole leaders, because I'm pretty fucking angry with all of you. All of you should be killed. Oh yeah, they should kill all of you. And I don't care what anybody's going to say, because guess what? Obasanjo, when you came to power, when you, Obasanjo, came to power, look at what you were, your social responsibility, Obasanjo, to the children that were born then. Look at what is happening to them. You are not, I'm saying it, you are not in the league, Obasanjo, you are not in the league of Zede Bello. You can't, before all of you became head of state, before Gowon became head of state, my own father was controlling Nigeria from the colonial masters. So who are you? Why should I have to respect you? No, give me one good reason why I should respect Obasanjo, I should respect Gowon, I should respect Goodluck Jonathan, I should respect Ibrahim Babangida. Give me one good reason. I'm not going to respect you because you are all full of shit. You are all dumb robbers. I'm not interested in you. You are Obasanjo. You are just full of shit. And you've said it. You said it yourself. I don't care what anybody is going to say. You know what? Let me tell all of you, my life is not in your hand. It is, there is a probability you will even die before me. I'm not scared of any of you. If you think I'm scared, you're wasting your time. No, I'm not scared. Because you, listen, look at those children you met. Obasanjo, please go and watch the clip. What if I was not privileged that I had to get out of Nigeria to say, oh, fuck this shit whole country called Nigeria? Because from 1979, you created the mess. 1979. I was one of the people who voted. And somebody said, oh, in 1979, he was 9-year-old. And I voted in 1979. Obasanjo, I will begin to clamor for the revolution from your head. From you. From Gowon. In fact, no, not from you. From Gowon. And it will not be well with any of you. Your children, it will not be well. Because I will continue to curse. Curse. because you have not done the right thing. All of you. If you've done the right thing, I will pray for you. It is not well with Nigeria. It is not well with Nigeria's soul. And for me to be up, and I've not slept since yesterday, for me to be up now to be discussing this 62 years, and you think it will be well with you, it will be well with your children, it will be well with your generations unborn? No, it won't be well. Take my name to anywhere you want to take it to. Take anything you want to take about me. Take it to anywhere you want to take it to. I'm ready for all of you. It is not me speaking. It is Jesus Christ speaking through me to deliver the message. Maybe some people don't even believe in Jesus Christ anyway. If you don't believe in Jesus Christ, that's your headache. But me, I believe in Jesus. Because if they attack me in dreams, if I mention Jesus, they will run away. Obasanjo, your end is not going to end well. I know it. All of you. You see, this 2022, is going to be destructive. And maybe you don't know who is talking to you. I'm ready. If I have to die in the course of it, I don't care. Look, I have nothing to lose. If I have to die, let me die. I've done my bit. But if I should die in the course of it, let me tell you, if you think you will get my children or people I leave behind, you can't get them all. Because I won't rest, because I will be after you. I will come. I will continue to haunt you. You think Bola Ige is dead? Bola Ige is haunting you, Obasanjo, where you are. Chief Bola Ige is not dead. He's dead physically, but he's haunting you and haunting Atiku too. I'm telling you the gospel truth. Look, you know yourself. There's a lot more that is going to come that I will continue to unravel to you. See, I've just unraveled 369. I did 2020 on my first daughter's birthday. You ain't saying nothing. There's a lot more coming. There's a lot more coming. All of you. I'm not scared of any of you. Prepare yourself. If you want us to go into spiritual battle, not physical, come. I want you to come and attack me first. First, come and take. I want you to come and take my life. And before you take my life, I'm telling you now on social media, I want you to please come. Tell me you want to take my life, and let me see that you want to take my life. And then I will show you that in 7 days, you will leave this world for me. Come, please. Come. 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 Come for me. Come. I'm your problem. Come now. I'm here. Come. And I will show you what I am made of. I'm ready for you. I'm not boasting, no. I told you guys from the beginning of the stream, I said the worst things in life come free to us. And I'm going to end it. The worst thing in life come to us free. And if I have to destroy you, it won't cost me a dime. If look, any one of you who dare it, try me. I want you guys to please even try me. Some people try me. Abakari tried me. Oh. You know, Abakari died. I sent him to the grave. I want the next powerful man to please try me now. Let us try power. Try power. I want to try power. If it is Obasanjo, not your power, because if you are useless in your power, I will just kill you for ransom. I will just kill you like a chicken, like a rat. In fact, rat. I will just kill you like a rat. I want big names that will come, and I will say, okay, I don't see your work. I give you 7 days. Obasanjo, please come. Now you, I want face. All of you that you think you get power, oh yeah, come. I want to face all of you. Come now. I'm ready. This is not Nnamdi Kanu. And I'm not coming to Nigeria. I'm not interested in Nigeria. I'm only interested in Yoruba land. Yes, I'm only interested in Yoruba land. If you think I'm going to come to Nigeria, you are wasting your time. I will fight you, and I will fight you to your spirit. Let's see what's happening from the other side. Guys, let's bring this stream to an end. Yeah, let's bring it to an end. There's a lot more coming on. Al-Sam, you said you want to hear my views on the state of religious leaders and their connections with Nigerian politicians. Murik is going to die. The Islamic cleric, Murik. I'm telling you. The Islamic cleric, Murik, is going to die. You see that Islamic cleric in Ilorin that was blaspheming against Yoruba land, Oduduwa land. He's going to die very soon because he's got stroke. Yeah, he's got stroke. That one making mouth like this. I was just sometimes I will just look at that one and I say, you Islamic cleric, okay, wait. So he's got stroke. He's going to die very soon. He's going to die very soon. Murik, unless Murik change his tune, I will give that one called Murik, supporting the Fulanis, time to change his mind. If he doesn't change his mind in the next 3 weeks, he will be struck too. You remember when I said to you, write Nigeria name? When I said to you, there's a special prayer I want to make here. Many people ran away, and I said, write Nigeria reversed, lateral reversal. And I gave conditions, and I said, I said people should, the ritual was supposed to start at 12 midnight. We started it at 12 midnight together on this platform. And I said, I'm going to go to the cemetery. There's a cemetery next to my place where I live, in the church. And depending, you remember I told you, depending on where you are in America, this, that, all the way from the east here, at the stroke of midnight, many did not take me serious. Whether you took me serious or not is up to you. But me, I know exactly what I wanted for Yoruba land, and I don't have to depend on anyone. See, I did all I have to do, and guess what? Some people will have to pay for their lives because of Yoruba land. Some people will die, I'm afraid. Some Obas will die too along the line. Unless and otherwise, you are pure in your hearts and in your spirit for the struggle of the Yoruba race. If you are not pure and you are not clean in your hearts of hearts, let me assure you, you are seeing what is happening, and all of you are now calling me, oh Frank, what shall we, I should be leading. I'm not going to lead you. I'm not a leader. There are plenty leaders in Yoruba land that ought to must have led us. No, I'm not a leader, and I'm not going to lead you. But you know what? I will spiritually, I will move mountains, because many people don't know how I have been endowed for the journey I embarked upon. I'm not in this game for money, and I'm saying it to people. My reward is not here, it is up there. I don't want any reward from any human being. I don't want anything from you. You are just mere mortal. I don't want any reward from you. You are so small to me. My only account is to my maker, not you. You are stupid. All of you stupid. Let's bring this stream to an end, and we will do it again. You ain't seen nothing. There's a lot more coming. Alaja Lola, thank you. Yes, it's going to be ruthless, and I promise you, lots more coming. Yeah, lots more coming. I'll meet with you next time in the next episode. Have a lovely good morning. It is good morning in London.